Hello, stream. Happy Monday. It is Monday. It is Monday. I am trying to set up my space a little bit different right now, if you notice. And right before I turned the camera on, I realized that I had a pile of stuff that I was going to put away sitting right here, and it looked like a pile of stuff. So I tried to put it underneath this, and then I realized that this is on camera anyway, so. But at least it's out of the way, because the reason why I have this set up differently, well, there's two reasons. The first reason, I've already said before, I wasn't really committed to the last setup, and I was always trying to find a different way to make sure that you could see more of what I'm doing. And right now, because I moved this, there's usually a storage ottoman right here, which is here right now. And the reason why I moved it is because I want to use it for some exercises that I'm going to do today. But once I moved it, then I realized, I can probably try and use this wall for handstands. If I can do handstands in this room, then I don't have to go downstairs to record content at all. Because right now I've been recording content for TikTok downstairs, because that's where I have enough space to do a handstand on the wall. And that's to say, I don't know if I can do it in here anyway, just because I don't know if I have enough control. I definitely didn't in the beginning. I would have been hitting all of this stuff and it would have been really dangerous. But I think now I might have enough control that I can at least do drills here. Maybe not full on handstands, just going out all out, but I think I can at least do drills here. So I'm probably going to give that a try. And then if you read the title for today's stream, it is a Mobility Monday, but I'm not going to do the same mobility routine that I normally do. What I'm going to be doing is a little something. I'm gonna spice it up today. There's a couple of influencers, health and fitness influencers that I have always followed. Well, I won't say always, but I've been a big fan of for a significant amount of time. And they're the type of influencers that are very, very consistent, and they post every single day. And they're not just posting, basic, I'm getting up and I'm making my coffee or I'm going for my walk. They're doing full out routines, back handsprings, back tucks, lifting weights, all this stuff. And I'm just wow, to be able to get to that point where that's just a regular thing, and then on top of that to be able to edit and all of that, it's just amazing to me, knowing how hard it has been for me to just get into this rhythm of practicing every day. And so one of the things that they do are their challenges. So they make up these different exercise sequences, kind of like what I like to do, but a lot harder, a lot more interesting. And then they're just hey, is this the challenge for today? Try it out. And I used to do them, and I used to do the challenges, and I would just, do them for my own Instagram, and then I would tag the person that, the influence that made it, or whatever. And every now and then they would repost me, or they would respond back to me and be oh, you look great, or whatever. But since my profile is private, I can never show anybody those things. And I wasn't doing it to show anybody, but, it just kind of got, pointless to just, post them, just because. So I kind of also then stopped doing them. And now that I'm back into a regular routine and the weather's getting nice and I'm feeling more confident and comfortable moving my body, I'm going to try one. I saw one today. It looked fun. I know that might sound weird, but it was a sequence that looked kind of fun to be able to do, and it looked like it was possible for me. It looked like it would be something that I'm going to have to practice. I don't think I'll be able to do it right away. With that being said, I haven't even tried yet because I wanted to get it all on camera. I didn't want to practice and then be oh, look, it's just as easy. I want you to see how it goes. So I don't know, it might be a really boring stream, because I might do it and then it's super easy and then that's it. And if that's the case, then cool. Everything I've been doing is, surpassing what I thought it would. But if I don't get it right away, then of course I'm going to keep practicing it. And then so it says pistol preps, because in order to do the sequence, I have to be able to do a pistol squat. Now, I'm pretty sure I cannot do a pistol squat right now. And I say that because my legs are super weak. I think I've mentioned that a couple of times over the last couple of weeks, that I've been focusing so much on my arms and my shoulders and my core because of my handstand that I can literally feel my legs begging for attention. Like it almost feels like, you know, when you're like carrying like a bag on one side of your body, like you're just like holding it on this shoulder, and this shoulder is like tired, like I'm ready to switch it to this shoulder. That's how my upper and lower body feels. Like my upper body's like, okay, switch it to the lower body, and my lower body's like, give me some attention, like I can take a load. So, phrasing, sorry. So basically, now that I have the ability to just kind of hop into exercises and my body's feeling free, you know, I'm going to do some leg work today, focusing on that. I think last week I focused a lot of mobility in upper body anyway, because I was trying to like stretch things out. I was like really tight, and that's getting better. I've still been like stretching my back out a lot. Yeah, so let me go ahead. I'm just like sitting, and I should be like sitting on my ankles and moving. Yeah, so stream yesterday. I'm gonna be honest, I did not watch the stream. I was at my sister's house. There was a lot going on, and basically, I went into a room. It was my niece's sweet 16th birthday party, so there's all these teenagers and family members and kids running around, and so I just tried to find a space where I would be able to record, and I'm not long enough to be able to say, here, I'm trying, and then peace out when I could, right? So that was the plan. I ended up finding like a movie room, and I went in there, and I think I was in there for like at least 20 minutes. I was pretty surprised. I was like, this is going well. And then I think my niece, the birthday girl, came in, and that was fine, you know, it was actually kind of nice, you know, it was her birthday, she did a little cameo, but then the littles came in, and the littles were running around being littles, and even though I am an educator, and I am, you know, I have my bachelor's in human development, and I know a lot about like the way the brains work during certain ages, and like how to approach certain concepts and all of that when you're talking to certain ages, but they were just on some other ish. So obviously they're good kids, they didn't do anything crazy, but I had to turn the stream off because they couldn't handle the fact that there was a camera, and like I think like half of it they forgot there was a camera there and they were just being wild, and then the other half they knew there was a camera there, so they were being wild. Yeah, so but I think, depending on what it looks like, I think there was a moment where I was teaching the kids how to stretch, if I recall. So I'm going to look back at that because I've never taught someone else how to stretch on a stream before. And I'm just curious what it's going to look like, or what it did look like. Yeah. So that happened. Yeah, I went to the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert this past weekend as well. I was actually really proud of myself for streaming yesterday because there was a lot going on this past weekend, and the fact that I even remembered, like I was just like, oh my gosh, I can do it. I have time. I have somewhere where I can tuck away. I cannot sit up all the way with this right now. Look at me like leaning back. I need to be like all the way up here. Anyways, yeah, so I went to the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert on Saturday. It was another adventure. I feel like my life has always, in my opinion, there's like never like a dull thing that happens. Like if I do something, it's like a whole event. It's like if there's like a whole backstory, like I can like write about it. It doesn't mean it's good, but like, you know, if I stay home, things tend to be okay. Thankfully, nobody's like broken in or anything. But yeah, it's like the moment I leave, like all these things, unless people just don't talk about the weird things that happen to them, like I just feel like the things that happen to me aren't as anyway, so I didn't have tickets. My plan was to buy tickets at the last minute and try and go with my older sister because, yeah, we were going to go together. Turns out she had gotten a free ticket to go sit in a suite. And so obviously I'm not going to say to her, no, don't sit in the suite. Come find like a basic seat with me, right? Like that would be selfish. So I was just like, okay, like I'll figure out something else. And so I hit up a couple friends. This is now like 4 hours before the concert. Hit up a couple friends and I'm just like, hey, like, do you want to go to the concert? Like, and they're like, well, you know, it's last minute. Like, either they had to work or they didn't want to pay for the tickets or like whatever the case may be. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna buy a ticket. I'm gonna go by myself. I've done this before. Like, it's fine. It'll be okay. And the reason why I didn't have a ticket, let's be clear, is not because it was like out of range or, you know, my schedule had any issues. It was just because I had already seen Kendrick Lamar and I had already seen SZA like very recently. So like all the songs that she would have done, I've already seen live, and it was an amazing show. So I know that, like, you know, it would be so hard to top that. And then Call Me Jaded, and then with Kendrick Lamar, I just knew that, like, because of all the hype of the new song and everything, when it was at least like, you know, when it was first happening, I was like, these tickets are going to be so expensive, it's not going to be worth it. Just because that's like, you know, going to the airport and paying like $40 for McDonald's. Like, at some point you're just going to be like, you know what, even if I'm hungry, I'm not going to do that, right? So that's how I felt. Like, I was just like, I'll just wait and see how the prices go. So yeah, early that day, they were like $150 to get into the building. And that's all I ever care about, because I'm old enough to go to the bar, and I know that if your seats suck a lot, even no matter what, as long as you're in the building, you can walk around the venue and find one of the bars, and the bars always have a way to like look out at the you know, at the crowd, at the thing. And sometimes they even have chairs, and so it's like, you really don't need a seat. You do have to know that, and you do have to be able to get to those spaces or risk not being able to see, you know. But, you know, again, like for me, it's like more or less the vibe and like being able to hear the music and stuff. So because nobody said anything, I went back and I tried to buy a ticket. The tickets have now gone up like $150. The cheapest ticket is now like $300 something, and it's like second level. There's like ground floor, first level, second level, third level, and I was like, I don't want to pay $300 for a second level ticket that's like got an obstructed view. Okay, I'm gonna show you this because I had this idea and I wanted to do it on camera. It says, I don't really know if it's gonna look good, and I want you to see it now that I'm all stretched out. So pay attention. I think I showed you this before, but I'm gonna do the detail now and hopefully not forget what I was talking about after. But so just warmed up the hips, right? So the front one, right now my right knee and my left knee are in front of me. And then switch this way. I'm just going side to side. So those are warmed up, right? And then I can pop up, switch, pop up, right? And then now, when I pop up, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna come behind me, and I'm gonna come down. And now I'm doing the switch behind me. Do you see that? Is that weird? I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm trying to figure out how to like make it so that I go in a full circle. It's like this. Here, 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 here. And then we can like... I don't know. It does feel a lot more fluid to even be able to do that. I'll tell you that much. I feel like before... Is my crotch hanging out? I feel like before, that would have been so crunchy and hard to do. But yeah, now I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that in like some sort of circular motion. So I'm going in like one direction, lubing up the hip in that direction, and then going in the opposite direction and lubing up the opposite hip. Because definitely once you have enough mobility to be able to make smooth, repetitive motions. Like, not just like boom, 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 but something that just like literally consistently flows without stopping, progressively. Like this is a sequence, but coming back up here isn't a flow. So if I was like this, that's a flow because there's no stopping point. There's no break in it. Coming from here to here is still, I mean, unless you were like diving and coming up, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty much all you would be able to do. Anyway, so I'm going to try and work that out in maybe the next stream too, or Thursday stream, because I like the way it feels to move in circular motions. Oh my goodness. So yeah, other than that, I forgot what I was talking about, so that's that. Oh yeah, went to the concert. I had amazing seats because it was about a $50 difference between getting a 300 level seat and a 100 level seat. And I didn't want to get a floor seat because the floor seat was standing only, I'm pretty sure. No. Maybe it wasn't. The pit was standing room only, which is typical. The floor seats, they're all level. So I am 5'1". It doesn't matter how close to the stage I am. I'm still probably not going to be able to see over the person in front of me. So it's basically like if I'm not like the first 4 rows, there's no point in being on the floor at all. And I knew that coming into it, and those tickets were like $1,000. So I just, like I said, I tried to get the cheapest ticket. I accidentally waited until too much at the last minute, ended up having to pay more than I wanted to for a ticket, but because I did pay more, I got way better seat than I would have going with anybody else, because I don't think people like wasting their money. Like when it comes to concerts, like that's like my one thing that I'm like, fuck it, I will always pay. Like when I think about how I want to spend my money and like what I'm gonna be like least, like what I'm gonna regret the least when I'm like old or dying, it's gonna be concerts. Like I already know. It's where I have like my most like, I don't want to say magical moments, but it's just like it really touches me deep down. I don't know, something about it, not just the bass literally, but yeah. So the show was good. I'm in Seattle, so it rained pretty much the whole time. I just blanked on the venue and the time and everything because it was just kind of like it was like an afterthought type of thing. So I was getting ready and I knew I was going to take an Uber because I knew parking was going to be like super expensive. It'd be cheaper for me to get an Uber anyway. But I go to take the Uber and I look it up and it says that the concert starts at 7 and they usually come on around 7:45. And so I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like I've got about 45 minutes. And then it was like DJ Mustard is opening. Nobody told me this. I guess I should have looked it up. Like I said, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the promotions for it. So I missed DJ Mustard. By the time I even knew that he was going to be opening, it was already, like I wouldn't have made it no matter what. I was standing in line during his last like 2 songs, I think, because when I got inside, the people that were sitting next to me were like, oh yeah, you missed it, da da da. And I was like, yeah, I heard these 2 songs, and they were like, yeah, those were the last 2 songs he played. And I was like, I heard something, but didn't get to be in there. So, but that was fine. It was raining when I got there. It was raining when I got inside. The stadium that they were performing at is an open roof stadium, which is ridiculous because it literally rains here more than any other type of weather. Like, it's ridiculous. So the fact that we even have stadiums that don't have covers is just like they're asking for like people just get rained out all the time and they don't care. But maybe it was cheaper. I don't know. So we have this open roof. There's no way to cover yourself. So the people that paid like $1,000 plus to sit or to stand and be on the floor ended up getting dumped on the entire time. And the way that the concert is set up, you can't even move from the floor to a different part of the stadium. The floor people have a different entry and exit than the people in the rest of the stadium, because those are, you know, like the exclusive seats, and they don't want people to be able to like jump down and like do crazy shit or like rush the stage, right? So they just have it completely sectioned off so that if you're on the floor, you're on the floor. You've got my dog doesn't know where I am. You've got access to like your own, you know, food and merch and all that, but you're not going to be able to go like up to the top and just like stand under a cover. So yeah, the people that bought the most expensive tickets ended up being the people that got the most soaked. It stopped raining every now and then, like on and off, but at that point, because it had already been raining, like you weren't going to be able to dry off. It was nighttime. It wasn't like very windy. And because of this, I then became very, very grateful for my seats, because I just randomly bought a ticket. I just picked the one that was the cheapest and the closest, you know, whatever. And the seats were in the 100 level, but they were right before the path to start to this 200 level. So because it was like right there was a big wall separating my section from the next section. So we had like our own kind of like private, like if you've ever been to like a suite, it was like that. Like we had our own little like private area. We could like put our bags and stuff down. We didn't have to worry about anybody like walking behind us. And so that was pretty cool, because like again, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't asking for that, and that was a bonus. That's something I think people would pay extra for. And then because we were just on the cusp of the second section, we were under the cover. Literally like 2 feet in front of us, they were catching rain. Like however they designed the stadium, the roof literally cut off right where the 100 level seats start. So when it was raining, it was just going whoo, and stopping here and going down that way, sideways rain, all of that, they were all getting it. Every now and then the rain would kind of blow this way, but it wasn't super windy, so that didn't really happen. And yeah, I kind of blanked out. This feels so good on the back of my hips. I know it looks like I'm forgetting to stretch, but like this really just feels so good on the back of my hips. I might do a longer stream today, because I know this probably isn't so good to just watch me do this, but I can't go on if my body needs me to do this. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, concert was good. My seats were close enough that I could get I could get their faces on camera, you know, without it looking like super pixelated. Not that it matters, honestly. I think the best part about being in a concert is the energy that you're able to absorb. So it really just depends on what you're putting out there, what the artist is putting out there, and then the people that you're around. Like, you could be in the nosebleeds, but if everybody around you was, like, going hard, which honestly a lot of people are, because the people in nosebleeds are, like, I mean, no offense, but they usually don't have a lot of money, so they're trying to get it in when they can. And, yeah, so you just, like, go hard, and, like, that makes the show, like, that much better. And then, you know, like, I talk about this all the time, about people, like, in the front that, like, get the most expensive tickets, and they can damn near touch the stage, and they just stand there, and they just look, or, like, hold their phone up, and they don't even bob their head or tap their foot or anything, and I'm like, that's the worst kind of fan you could be, because you don't even look like a fan. You almost look like you're there to, like, ruin the show. Like, can you imagine being, like, an artist, and the people in front of you are just like this? Like, I would think you hate me. I would be like, oh no, I guess I'll stop. Like, I would literally in the middle of my show be like, you guys not want me to be here? Act like it. And I've heard artists say that before. Like, Carrie Underwood said that one time. She was like, yo, you're at my show to see me. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, so I was next to some decent people. Like, some people to my left were from Hawaii. The people next to me, I didn't ask where they were from, but they were chill. Yeah, good seats. ended up having to stop recording content completely. I know I just said I don't like to be on my phone, but I do when it's like a song that I really like or something. Like I'll have like one or two songs like that I'm like, okay, no matter what, I'm gonna record this part of this song, and then I try not to record anything else, just again so I know like I'm not that person on my phone. So I was recording, and then I realized my batteries at this point was at 37%. And I guess it was because my phone it wasn't charging when I had plugged it in, because it was like hanging out. It was like hanging out of the like socket. Oh my goodness. So because of that, I wasn't able to record that much. And since I wasn't able to record that much, I also wasn't able to get all the content that I wanted, which was fine. I didn't get to do like any handstands, because that would have required me like either looking for someone to take my phone and do that, or like finding a place to like position it. And at that point, it would have just looked like I was anywhere. You wouldn't have known I was at a concert. There was no like cool poster to be in front of or anything. But yeah. So at this point, I'm leaving the stadium. It's raining. Thankfully, I brought like this really cute jacket that was super warm, that I was not planning on bringing, because again, I forgot where I was going. So I get down, and you know, when you get out of the stadium and you're trying to call an Uber, one of the things that you should do is walk away from the venue, or walk away from where the majority of the people are. So that way, when you call an Uber, you're closer to the Uber than anybody else that might be calling an Uber, because Ubers don't just sit in the mix, right? They kind of are along the outskirts, and then when they get a call, they go in. So if they see somebody get a call in for something that's 4 blocks away versus something that's 2 blocks away, the person that's 2 blocks away is likely to get picked up first. So I start walking, and I'm walking, and I'm walking, and the cars are parked. And I do mean parked. I'm walking faster than all of the cars. Like literally every single car. I don't even remember seeing some cars after a certain point. Like, you know how you're walking and then the cars will like catch up to you at one light, and then you walk a little more and they'll catch up to you another? That didn't happen. I just kept walking and walking, and these cars were not catching up with me. My dog is downstairs barking because she literally thinks, and I don't know how, she thinks that I'm downstairs. So she just went downstairs to bark because she wants me to come back. She just went downstairs to bark because she wants me to come back, and I'm not down there. So it's like, eventually she'll come up here, but I don't understand why she doesn't just immediately go, maybe she's upstairs. I don't know. I'm gonna do one of these stretches too. Each one. Lean back, lean back, lean back. I have on my other SZA concert tee, the SOS tour. For this one, I was actually 4th row center stage. Same thing, bought tickets at the last minute, didn't look where they were. And as I'm walking with one of my friends, and she's looking at me like, well, where are the seats? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, when we see the road, we'll get there. And we're walking. We're still going to the front. We're like, ooh, okay, these are some good seats. As we get to our row, we're like, hell yeah, our row is filthy. Like, we're so close. This is amazing. Like, that was all we would have been happy just like anywhere in the area. When we start walking to our seats, we're getting closer to the center and closer to the center, and we stop in the dead center. And our seats were dead center, 4th row. SZA was looking us in the eye. It was amazing. And I think I've said this before. It's so traumatic. I think I've told you this story before. But yeah, it was the first time I tried to stream something ever. And I don't know, because I had never streamed before, I just thought it was going to be as simple as hitting the button and it recorded. And what happened was it recorded and I was streaming inappropriately the entire concert because my seats were so good. I was like, this is movie worthy. Like, this is movie worthy. And when I get home to go and look at my stream, it's like, oh, you streamed 4 hours ago. And I'm like, yeah, I know, where's the video? Gone. And this is something that you might already know if you've streamed before, and if not, please use me as a lesson. But if you do not have save VODs turned on before you record a stream, it will get deleted and you can't get it back, even if it's like 4 minutes after you recorded it. Doesn't matter. It just literally just does not record. So there's nothing to save. It just literally flows. Like, and I was heartbroken. I mean, I like reached out to as many people as I could. I was like posting over all my social pages, like, if anybody knows like what I can do, like if anybody has any other pictures, like, because the thing is, like, because we were in the center, like, so many people were taking videos and so many people were taking pictures. The people behind us were recording us the whole time. So I know they had a whole bunch of videos of us, but we didn't know who they were. So they're just like people out there that have like content with us in it, and we will just never see it. And the only evidence I have that I was at the concert is this shirt that I got, my memories, and one tiny little video at the very end when SZA comes back out, because they're like asking her to sing another song. They're like, one more song. And then she's like not able to do another song, so she just comes out and like says bye. And I got like some of that on camera because I was starting to walk out. Most of us were like walking out at that point. The lights were on and everything. So yeah, that happened, but still really good experience. This feels really good too. I don't know why this is turning into a stretching stream. Oh, you know what? It's because yesterday I didn't really get to stretch all the way. I totally forgot. See, this is how much I know I am getting a benefit from my routine. Because even though it seems like doing like deep stretches on Sundays isn't that like effective, my body notices. Like, one day I'll schedule and my body's like, who? What? Like I have not done anything. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do one of these. I need to do more quad stretches. I don't know if I did these in the last one. So right now what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the tops of my feet and I'm trying to press my pelvic region into the floor. So I'm not just like loosely grabbing my feet, but I'm like literally like I don't know if you can see it, like if you're like humping the floor, it's like kind of like that. I'm not trying to even pull up. I'm just trying to hold my pelvic region down. And by doing that, I can feel the stretch in my quads. If you don't feel a stretch in your quads while you're pushing your pelvic region down, then you can begin to lift your legs up. But the primary thing is to press your pelvic region into the ground. You're not trying to lift, you're trying to sink. And the lift comes with that. Okay, I'm going to do one more back stretch, a little bit of arm stretching, and then I'm going to get into the pistol squat training. So I'm about halfway through the stream, which is perfect, because the second half will be me doing the drills for those. Alright, so this one, I think this is better. You know, it's not that much higher than it was before. It's only like maybe like 10 inches higher up than it was. But I feel like that lift allows you to be able to see like over my back a little bit more. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel right now. Okay, so here, got my arms out in a T. I'm going to take my right arm, my elbows up like this, and I'm going to cross my right leg back to behind my left kneecap, and I'm just going to lightly push through my right hand, keeping my left arm flat against the ground. If you can't put your foot on the ground behind you, if you try to lift your leg up behind you and you can't touch the ground, you can either come this way and pause to where it hurts, or where it hurts where it stops, and let it actually just like dangle, right? If that hurts too much and you can't dangle it, you're not able to dangle, well, then go ahead and release it down low and just let it droop this way. And it'll be more of a lower hip stretch. When you're ready, you can start to turn out that way. Okay, so I'm going to switch sides. Left elbow up, left foot up, back behind me, and turn. I think she's finally coming back up here. You have no idea how good these stretches feel on my shoulders now. It's crazy. It's crazy because I was doing these stretches the whole time and they didn't really faze me. But now that I'm using those muscles and stuff, it's like a whole nother story. It's a whole new world. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the sequence looks like. I'm going to give credit. What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to not have to ask that question. You know what I mean? You would already know the answer. Look at her. She's like, you're home. You know, you're embarrassed because you thought I was gone and now you have to play it off. Now you have to play it off. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you is the actual sequence that I'm going to do, or that was so very confident of me just now. The sequence that I saw today that I'm going to be doing on stream here. And then before, assuming I can't do it, I will be working on these pistol squat drills to be able to do the pistol squat in the sequence and then do the sequence again at the very end. And yeah, if I can already do the pistol squat, then I'm just going to do the drills anyway, because like I said, my legs really need attention. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, somehow my knee just got wet. I'm like, did my dog pee somewhere? And I just like put my knee in it? It doesn't smell like pee. Okay. let me get back to where I was going. Okay, so I didn't show you the sequence today. Okay, so this is the sequence. This is little T, and actually she is a really big motivator for me. So let me get the sequence on here. I'm not going to put the sound on. I'm just going to let you see it. And it already started, so hopefully... Alright, here's the sequence. Okay, so that was the sequence. Hopefully you were able to see that. If you are interested in trying that, you can try it with me right now. Who's that? If you don't want to try it with me right now, you can just do each of the moves individually and then repeat them over and over again, you know, as a set basically. But I think being able to do them in a sequence is actually really important part of mobility, right? Not just doing the motion, but being able to flow through it. So yeah, I'm gonna see, I might have to keep restarting this video because I think Instagram only will play it like once, right? Maybe twice. Okay, so the first thing was a tap back, I believe. That's all I got so far. Yeah, tap back, and then up, and then step. Ooh, wait, okay, listen. We can do this. Let me restart it. I need to put this on like a way to like put it on a loop. You turn off the sound, but okay, hopefully I can get it on repeat now. Ugh. The thing about these things is like sometimes it's not even that it's as hard. Ooh, ooh. Actually, yo, I almost have it. That was not so bad because the pistol squat isn't, you don't come straight up, it's like a wraparound. It's like a wraparound pistol squat. So, I'm gonna do it again. And then, yeah, if I get it really good, do I look like a loser? If I get it really good, then I might do a post today because I thought I was not gonna be able to do it at all. Okay, let's scoot back here. I'm gonna make sure I have enough space. I don't think my head's in the camera, but that's okay. Okay, so dip, up, out. Oh, I did it backwards again. Let me move my surface before I step on it and break it forever. Okay, so here we go. This is the sequence. I'm going to stand up here. So we go back, up, here, 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 here. Okay, I did something wrong. And then she like came up. Okay, so here, 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 here. Oh, I'm glad that was cut off. Ooh-wee. Alright, and I gotta do it on both sides too. So right now I'm just doing it on one side. Okay, dip, up, here, 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 here. Ooh, I fucking did that. I'm all over the place, but I did it. Okay, I'm gonna catch the next one, and I can switch here, here, here. This part is tricky because you have to go back, and then you have to come up, and then when you step here, you're actually supposed to bend this leg, which is like a switcheroo. So switch, up, bend. The leg that you step into, you lean into. Okay, so here, 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 tap, squat, up. Yeah, I did it. That's not so bad. So you do a pull and then all the way to the side. So it's not a 180 pull. Yeah. Because you like go in a quarter. Okay, so dip, up, here, 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 oh, I went up too soon. Okay, I got it. Dip, up, here, 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 dip, here. I feel like it looks ugly when I do it because I'm trying really hard to stay in this area for the camera. Just because, obviously I'm trying to get it on camera, but if I wasn't doing that, it would look better because I could just be in a different space. Let me see if I can move this to a different direction. Did I just make that worse? I think I just made that worse. My apologies. Oh, I should have stopped while I was ahead. Okay, well, at least you know my setup's way better now because I just had to pop it back on the little magnet. Before, I'd have to like sit there and like reposition it on the ground. Alright, I'm gonna try it one more time. What I was trying to show you just now was me doing it from this angle completely. But if I do that, then I have to do the whole adjusting it little by little thing because I don't have a way to put the magnet on this wall. Or that wall for that matter. Maybe I do have a way to put it on that wall. Should I try it? I'll either try it at the end of the stream or I'll try it next time. I'll try it when I'm not on stream if I don't try it at the end of the stream. Okay, so I'm going to do it from the side because I know if I just go from the side, I'll have plenty of space. And it'll also help me to keep alignment and make sure I'm not just being all willy-nilly about it. So I'm going to do my right side and I'm going to switch to my left side. Okay, so we go back, up, sink, point, back, tip, squat, up. Boom! That was easy. I don't know if you can see it, but I got it out. Okay, I'll do that side one more time, and then I'll switch to the other side. Okay, so we go back, squeeze, here, 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 here. I did it except for I forgot to tap my knees first. Damn it! Alright, I'll do it with the knee taps so I can claim I did the whole thing twice at least, for real, and not just like by chance. Okay, so I just gotta remember the knee tap and then up. So we go down. Oh, Zoe! Here, 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 knee tap, and then up. So the next one, down, out, here. Ooh, this side is harder. Dang, I might need to work on this side though. Maybe the pistol squat is hard and I just thought the left side. I just thought that side wasn't that bad. Ooh, yeah, it's true. I can't do it on this side. Ooh. Well, look at that. This whole time I thought it was easy, but it's just my left side is not as strong as my right side. So excuse me if you've been doing this and you were like, bitch, this is hard. For some reason, my left side can't do it at all. Okay, I'm gonna try it though. So we gotta go back, up, down, here. I got too close to the wall. Okay, try it again. Okay, so it was this, here, here, here. Did it. Okay. So I am going to still work on the pistol squats for the rest of this stream because one, I need to, and two, there's some discrepancy between the two. I'm going to do one more on each side, maybe for the gram, maybe not. Just see if I can actually do it the way it's intended. Okay, so first thing is going to be lift, back, up, sink, pistol, twist, tap, squat, up. So that's the first side. And then the second side is the same thing, just the opposite foot. And this is my goofy side, so we gotta go back, up, down, here. Yeah. That side's, I think it's coordination more than like a weakness thing, honestly. Let's see, here, 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 here. So I'm gonna go here, and then tap. I feel like she's got so much more control when she comes around from the pistol. Yeah, she does. She's like squatting all the way through. So you come up here, tap, back up, squat, bring it forward. So she's coming back. She's coming back around like this. Let's try it again. Okay. So back, up, out, dip, point, point. This is, I gotta come from here all the way to the corner in a controlled motion. So I have to go. So back, up, out, squat, point, side. How do I keep ending up way over there? Am I that? Okay, I'm traveling too much. Let's see. Do it again. This time, slower. I think the slower I do it, the easier, the better it will be, because I won't be trying to rush through it. Okay, so first thing is going back, then up, then out, then down, and then point, and now the twist. I'm going to use my hand this time. And then you got to come like this, tip, squat, and up. So how am I supposed to balance? That's crazy. It's just like a pirouette and a pistol squat. The fuck? I don't even know what a pirouette is. Okay. Here, 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 here. That wasn't as bad. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then I won't feel so bad about it. But she does have this really smooth glide that I don't know if, maybe if, no, because she's got on sneakers. Look at me trying to come up with excuses. Okay, here we go. And we go back, up, out, down, forward, to the side, tap, squat, up. Opposite side, back, up, out, squat, pistol, forward, tap, squat, up. Okay, that was not so bad. That was not so bad. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to do that until I did the pistol squat drills. So that's good. Now I'm going to move to the actual drills because I think those are going to be good. So I'm going to show you the drills first that I'm going to be doing. That way you have an idea of what you can be practicing, what the progressions are going to be. And then if you don't want to do these, you can always just stretch for the rest of the stream or work on something that I've already done. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Ah, wait. Oh no. Okay, here we go. So we got the dip. And we got these squats. So this is like using a bench. This is what I was talking about, like needing my bench today. So if you don't have a bench, I think probably like a really, really sturdy like coffee table would be the next best bet. If you don't have like a sturdy coffee table, maybe you could do, I don't know, like an armchair. I wouldn't do like a really light chair. I feel like a light chair would just make you unstable and it wouldn't be safe. Okay, I think that's all of them. I think she did all of them. So those are what I'm going to practice today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if I can get my body into those positions because I haven't done any of those intently anyway. I don't know if I have by accident, but I haven't consciously done those things. So I'm going to try each of them individually, and then if I can do it, I'll do 10. If I can't do it, I'll just practice it until I can or until I'm tired. So the first one is sitting from the ground, or sitting from the bench. So I'm going to pull this bench over. Again, if you don't have a bench, this is actually an ottoman. It's not even like a real bench. It's like an ottoman that has like blankets and stuff in it. So you don't have to, you know, this is just what I have. Okay, so here we go. I am going to be lifting this way. So you can see me hopefully. Oh, that looks kind of ugly. We try to like cover this so it matches, but sometimes it just looks weird. Okay. So first thing is just coming up like this. Off the ground, so like one hill. Ooh, my knee. One hill off the ground. That's simple enough. I am sitting completely right now. I'm not just like lightly tapping. So I don't know if that's gonna make a difference or not. So here, up, here. Okay, now keep it in front of you. It's a little harder. I'm gonna just do 10 of these because these ones aren't as easy. 8, 9, 10. Okay, switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this next one is the dips. The dips. Pretty sure that this video restarts. Make sure you did that side. So I'm going to switch to this side. Okay, I might need to hold on to something for this one, but I'm going to try anyway. You have to have enough space to be able to bring your knee down pretty low. So if you're like on something that's not that high, in this case, that's not a good thing. And then I'm also trying to keep my knee over my ankle, which is hard. Ooh, I feel like I just did it. I mean, I know it was the whole dipping concept, right? Bro, I feel like I was lifting the world on this leg. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to do this side exactly what I just did, and then I'm going to tap out because it's already 7. And yeah, I'm sweating. Okay. So, oops, see how that like tilted a little bit? That's why you want to make sure that whatever you're standing on is really stable. Maybe even more stable than this, but obviously like it's low enough to the ground. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 5, not easy on this side. I'm sure you can hear my ankles popping and like rolling. Not in a bad way, but I can definitely tell I have no control on this side. Even just standing here. That's crazy how much different each side is. Okay. And the thing is, it's not even like it hurts. It's like this weird sensation of like almost like a tickle where you're like, okay, stop. Like it's like shaky until the point where you're like, okay, stop. Okay, here we go. Let me just do the dip one more time. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Okay, one more. Now this is actually making my shin and the side of my, okay, nope, done. I was gonna say my shin and the side of my calf are kind of burning, but then I fell off and I'm not gonna hop that. Okay, so that is the pistol Scott drills I was able to get to today. There's obviously a lot more that I didn't get to. I'm gonna do a couple of handstands on the wall for the stream, just for the sake of doing the stream, see how it goes for content in general, and then if it works out, you'll know because I'll post a video on my TikTok of me doing a handstand in here, and if you don't see me posting videos of handstands in this room, something went terribly wrong. Okay. Okay. I think you can see me. Alright, so since I don't have a lot of space, and since I am not good enough, in my opinion, I don't think it's safe for me to just kick up, because sometimes when I kick up, I'm going so fast I don't have as much control, so it's easier for me to fall out of control. But I know that I've been practicing control. If you've been watching my TikToks, that's something I've been saying over and over again. It's just like learning how to be upside down, learning how to feel comfortable walking out of something instead of being afraid to fall out of it. So like if you notice something is like uneven or you feel like you're gonna fall, being like, okay, I'll just go through the door instead of being like, I have to jump out the window, you know, like I'll just go through the door. So I'm trying to go through the door when I come down from my handstands, and in this case I won't have a lot of room to come down the way that I normally do because I usually just fan my legs out like a cartwheel. If I try to kick my legs out right now, I would hit this and this at the same time, and probably this too, and then I wouldn't be able to do handstands at all. So I'm just going to step up and I'm going to step down, but I'm going to work on holding myself up, and then if you see me kind of stepping away or like going like this, that means that I'm actually balancing, and I might not be able to say that because there's been times where I was balancing and I wanted to say it on camera so that you could see that it wasn't like fast forward or like slow down, like speed change, and every time I tried to say something I fell immediately. So anyways, that's enough backstory. I've never done this before. I can already tell I should have put on my grippy socks, my yoga socks. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was very close. That was very close. Okay, I don't know if you saw that. I'm already kind of scared. So basically, I just came down in a very unsafe way. Not unsafe in general, but unsafe for this space, because I basically try to like do what I said where I fan my legs out, and then I remembered, because I'm so used to doing that I'm not supposed to do that in this space, and so I like balled my legs up and just hoped for the best, which is like, again, that like emergency route that I was just saying you shouldn't do. Like I should know my surroundings, and I did know there was something here. I just wasn't 100% sure how far away it was. So that part kind of scared me, because like even if you just like hit your toe or like just hit your elbow, it still fucking hurts. I'm gonna practice this not on camera. I think it's gonna work out though, honestly. I was able to hold that, so if anything, I'll just be able to practice my inversions, which is what I've already been doing on TikTok. I'll do one more, actually. I'll do one more. I'm not gonna go all the way up this time. Okay, that was good. I'm just trying to be cool for the camera, but yeah, I think if I practice this not on camera, because I just need to like make sure I'm not like embarrassed, honestly. Like, I would be putting in way more effort if I wasn't afraid to like hurt myself on camera. That'd probably get me a lot more views, but I truly care about getting better at this and not actually getting views. So yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep practicing this. I'm gonna keep practicing this. I am going to post a video on my TikTok from today in this outfit, in this background, so you know for sure it was from today's stream. And whatever you see is as far as I got. I'll just post, you know, until I got exhausted or until I felt like that was as much as I could get through in this space. So yeah, other than that, it's Monday, so it's the beginning of a new week. Again, if you were here on for yesterday's stream and you're wondering what was going on, or if you looked at it and you're like, this is a different space, like what is this? Like, yes, I was in a different setting. I was at my sister's house. There was a lot going on, and I just wanted to make sure that I got on stream and did some stretching. One, because I needed to do it for myself, and two, because I made a commitment for streaming, and I also want to make sure that, you know, we're holding each other accountable. There's no reason for me not to, is really what I'm trying to say. Like, there just really isn't. Even if I'm just, like the only reason, like, before, like, I'm, like, traveling and, like, I don't have internet or something like that. And even when I didn't have internet, I still did it. I just wasn't able to stream. So that's what I'm getting at here. Thank you for being here. I plan on being back on Thursday for Thursday Body Things Thursday. And I think what I want to do, honestly, I think I want to work on some dances. I might work on some dances. I don't know if I have the balls to do that on camera. I don't mind dancing on camera, but I don't like learning dances, I think, in front of people. Again, because I don't like looking like I'm lost in a lot of ways. So, yeah, I will see. But that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like looking at that the last couple of days of like what my body's feeling like it wants to do, and that's what it's feeling like. That and bike riding. And I don't know, I might do a bike ride stream, but it would just be like a POV. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good start to your week. If I don't see you on Thursday, then hopefully I see you on Sunday. Be safe and be loved. Goodbye.